What's going on, y'all? It's your boy CJ100, 50% of the 5100 podcast. Back at you with another video. Make sure you go check out that channel too, the 5100 podcast with me and my boy Tez the Fi, where we have conversations as men, and usually we talk about women or about men, or talk to women or talk to men to get us in a healthy space to end the battle of the sexes. That's what we're all about. We don't want to keep fighting women. We want more of our families to be united, so that's why we do what we do, right? So with that being said, let's get into this topic, right? So there's this vlog site or social media, so I don't know what you want to call them, but it's called The Spiritual World. And they had a conversation on their page, and a lot of people jumped in on their posts, and men specifically, to address what they were talking about. Why do men shut their partners out when they're going through stuff? It's unfair. Okay, let's deal with this unfair point. This is the issue right here, is that automatically she made it about her. She said, why do men shut their partners out when they're going through stuff? It's not about you. I mean, it's cut and dry. If he's going through something, it's not always about you. It could be, and that could be a reason why he don't want to talk about it. Because a lot of y'all, if we have something to say about something you're doing we don't like, or something you're doing we don't agree with, you take it as a personal attack, which ultimately be like, I don't want to talk about this no more. And if it's some personal stuff going on, you feel like he should deal with it the way you deal with it. And we don't do that. I think women don't understand that we're different from women. We're not the same, bro. I've had so many conversations about this type of stuff because women don't seem to look at it from our point of view. They look at it from theirs. And I'm trying to get y'all to understand, this is why I don't believe in equality. I don't believe in we're the same. Men and women do the same. We don't. We see things completely different. We develop different. I want to just kind of get my perspective on this because me as a man, I go through things, but I don't necessarily want to talk to a woman about it. And really not a man either, but I'd be more comfortable talking to a brother that understands where I'm coming from, that experiences some of the same things I experience. With my girl, I don't have a girl now, but when I had one, every one of them wanted to talk to me about their problems. I never really did. I never talked about my problems with them like that, unless it was like an issue with them. But my things, I want to figure out myself. A lot of men are problem solvers naturally, but that's kind of how we are. Not to say every man, but enough of us think like that to where it's like you can tell there's a difference between men and women. I know I do. I know the guys I associate do. That's just kind of how we think about things. Women seem to be looking for ammunition to use against you when they come to these conversations. It gets brought up later when they're upset, or we're split and she didn't want to let go. It would be thrown back in my face. You know, you got a little whatever. You ain't getting this type of money. They have a foul tongue, bro. Women can cut you so deep with their tongue that, bro, we don't want to deal with that shit. When we talking to our brothers, they get it or they don't want to hear it. It's one of the two. They either gonna rock with what we got to say or they don't rock with it. It's not really they're not trying to hurt us. A lot of women will use these things as ammunition to hurt you. I got an example, right? I was talking to my girl one day and I was telling her how I felt about her eating habits. Now, I didn't say she was fat. None of that. I'm just talking about her eating habits, right? So what she basically did was say, you're calling me fat. And I'm like, no. I mean, you can get fat if you keep eating like you eat, but I'm just talking about the way you eat. Like, it's not healthy. It's not good for your body. And her first response was, I'm trying to call her fat. She made it about her in the sense of her emotion and the way she felt. And I was just like, damn, like I ain't even mean it like that. You feel what I'm saying? I was just chopping it up with you, trying to tell you what you know? It was like she took it to offense. And I think a lot of the reason why men don't want to talk to you ladies is because of your level of emotion, your level of feeling about stuff. It's like, damn, we don't view things the way you ladies do. So the real answer is most of us not comfortable or feel safe enough to have that conversation without it being used against us. That's the biggest thing. I'm pretty sure if I scroll through this conversation, I'll see a woman saying, that's bullshit. You can talk to me. My man ain't able to talk to me. It's like, well, look, there's a lot of men saying this, but this is serious. And y'all say y'all want our emotion. You say you want us to express how we feel. You want to be a safe space. What I believe is you want us to only do that when it's something you want to hear, when it's something you like to hear. That's the biggest thing to me. Women want us to do that when it's something that they believe in, agree with, or makes them feel good. But if it's something you don't agree with, or something you can't control, or something you don't like, or something that has nothing to do with you, you'll make it about you, because that's what it's ultimately about to a lot of women. The happy life, happy wife principle. And women will say, well, it's not, y'all don't understand what that means. Yeah, we do. We understand that if she's happy, everybody else is happy. We just know that's bullshit. Because I can not talk to you and not show you how I feel, and you still be happy because things are going the way you want them to go. You see how they work? But anyway, I ain't gonna spend too much time on this. I would just tell brothers if they having issues with it, think about getting some therapy, or talk to your guys, man. That's what I do. Me and my guys got a network, man. Me and my guys are in group chats, and we just chop it up about certain stuff. And sometimes it's got nothing to do with feeling. It's just what we think about. You know what I'm saying? We got to do that more. So, as far as my perspective, I'm not against women, and I understand men and women are different. But I think more women need to understand that we're different, bro. We don't always think the same. Men are not like you. We're not. We deal with things differently. Sometimes it ain't got nothing to do with you. Sometimes you get a guy that just doesn't want to talk, bro. It ain't that he mad at you. It ain't that he don't think you'll understand. It's just like, I just don't want to talk. And a lot of guys are like that. Me being one of them. And I try to get better at it, but I don't think it's something I'm flawed in. It's just something I really don't do. So anyway, man, I'm going to go and wrap this up. It's your boy CJ100, 50% of the 5100 podcast. Make sure y'all like the channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get all of my content as soon as it drops. And don't forget to run over to the 5100 podcast channel and check out some of the content we got there. I'm going to go and get up out of here. You dig.